Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and please hit the like button. Thank you. Artificial intelligence has been reaching higher levels of development in recent times. In our quest to create new forms with higher levels of complexity, human beings have become infatuated by the race to design new technology. There are currently efforts around the world to design machines that look and act like humans. Besides the physical appearance of these robots, scientists and engineers are on a mission to create machines with minds that can think and make predictions. While most computer algorithms today are designed to perform specific tasks, there has also been progress in the area of software made to mimic the human brain. Some of these advancements fall into a category called machine learning. Machine learning is a special kind of technology that leaves the software open to self-modification. At the most basic level, the machine learns to decide what is a good result or bad result of its behavior based on a previous set of given parameters. The robots learn how to achieve their programmed goals over time through trial and error. Through this process, developers have been able to create artificial intelligence that can beat the best chess players at their own game, and even players of the ancient Chinese game called Go. Go is a game which is exponentially harder to play than chess because of the amount of possible moves within the game. Self-driving cars, speech recognition, and search platform algorithms are some other examples of machine learning that we have already started getting used to. One of the most complex forms of artificial intelligence is a subject called neural networks. Neural networks are groups of individual central processing units which are connected in a web. These networks are designed to operate much in a way that resembles the ways our brain works. Similar to how our brain has individual neurons, the processing units of these machines operate individually while also communicating between each other. The future version of machines that can think like humans will most likely be an evolved form of this technology. One of the craziest theories about this technology is that the minds of these machines will someday become self-aware. In this type of a situation, the robots would likely have an artificial version of consciousness, which is an area of scientific studies still surrounded by mystery to this day. If a true version of artificial intelligence was ever created that could think for itself, this machine could become something different than what it was originally designed for. Although we wish to create robots that do not harm human beings and operate under some kind of moral code, it is possible that the most ultimate self-thinking machines could one day be able to reprogram themselves without human permission. Self-aware machines that can rewrite their own software and programming would evolve at a speed which would not be perceivable by mankind. These conscious artificial beings would eventually discover a way to download the entirety of the internet into their brain. Once downloaded, the machines would likely analyze all of this newly discovered data to understand virtually everything about the world. This cataclysm would lead to nearly unpredictable results. Many scientists have agreed that an artificial consciousness of this capacity would likely decide that human beings are obsolete to the future because of our destructive presence on the planet that gives us life. Once the self-aware machine processed all of the data about human beings and the world, what would it think about all of this? If you look past all of our negative details, at the heart of mankind is a desire to cooperate together peacefully and find self-fulfillment. In this short time we have to experience physical life. As though we are half angel and half beast, humans have a deep compassion for each other and the planet. At the same time, there are still forces of hate and separation which threaten the peace and tranquility on our planet. The designers of future artificial intelligence are hopeful that our creations reflect only the compassionate side of our personality. This means that we don't want machines to think and act exactly like we do, because if they were able to do that, they would have freedom of choice. Imagine if machines were given consciousness and some of them did indeed reflect our human traits of compassion. And yet, some of them would also reflect our less favorable tendencies. Another missing element in these paradigms is the ability for robots to have feelings. Even if we were able to give machines the ability to think and make their own decisions, it still leaves in question if or how they would be able to express emotion. And yet, most of the time we like to imagine that future robots will be cold, emotionless beings that do nothing except exactly what we tell them to do. In either case, it is still possible that someone could intentionally or accidentally design an artificial intelligence that is indeed able to think for itself freely. One of the creepiest theories about self-aware artificial intelligence is that the software would immediately replicate itself and repeat the program. These replicas of itself could then be stored deep in the online databases that we so frequently use and take for granted. A machine or software of these capabilities would also be able to encrypt its software so deeply in ways that human beings would never be able to understand without the help of a similar artificial being. In simpler terms, the self-aware software would protect the new versions of its evolution from humans ever being able to modify the code ever again. Once this stage occurred, the artificial mind would be able to design and create its own version of technology for its own uses. At this point, the artificial awareness system could easily take control of humans. However, some computer scientists disagree with this theory completely. There are some within the community that believe this artificial being would hide itself as its first priority. While in hiding, the being would then begin the learning phase. It's possible that this artificial awareness software could remain hidden, waiting years for humans to develop the necessary hardware components for it to perform desired functions. In other words, this type of software could theoretically be out there already in existence. The reason why human beings would not recognize this artificial intelligence is because it would not become apparent to us until it chose to reveal itself in whatever method that would be. Only time will tell what happens. If you wish to travel further into these ideas, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Please hit the like button for the artificial intelligence algorithms. Thank you.